Oh, yo. Do we have audio? Are we back? Look, it's daytime. It's not all dark and gloomy in here. What's going on? Let me know in chat if you can hear me loud and clear. I should be live. Thanks so much for hanging out. Those of you that have popped in stream and are ready for class, what's going on? Welcome to Slay Cert Plus. My name is Jesse J, aka the Cosmic Cowboy. And here for the next little bit, we're going to crush some Cyza Plus questions. The goal of Slay Cert Plus is to help you pass your CompTIA Cyza Plus using top-tier industry resources, free community-driven environment, live study sessions. You know how we roll. That's how we do it. Let's get into some questions. Before we do that, I want to take a second, make sure that we're all working. We are working. We're good to go. We can hear you. Good to hear. 6449, Grammy. So listen, every single episode of Slay Cert Plus is proudly brought to you by the Daily Cyber Threat Brief. 25 years of industry experience is poured into the Daily Cyber Threat Brief by Dr. Jerry Ozier, giving you industry insights to threats, vulnerabilities, CISO news, newbie news. Maybe you're just trying to break into the industry, but either way, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 60 minutes, 6 to 8 stories of cybersecurity goodness broken down with industry experience in a super fun, community-driven environment. Gets kind of spicy sometime. So you want to check that out and stay in the know. And then, hey, listen, if you're trying to break into the industry, maybe you're not in yet, you want to get in, you're not sure what that looks like. Check this out, New Village. I want you to be a part of New Village if you can, right? New Village is this, again, community-driven environment with the purpose of helping folks navigate their way through DEF CON, through cybersecurity conferences, things of that nature. Speakers, guest speakers, clinics, career insight. There is no stupid question. Head on over to newvillage.org. You know what? I'll drop this in chat. And if anybody's interested, don't take my word for it. You can stop in here. Check out newvillage.org. Let's get into our question of the day, brought to you by Pocket Prep. Which of the following is most likely to result in random and invalid data being sent to a web application? Is it A, edge discovery, B, RAD, C, static code analysis, or B, fuzzing? This is a review for us, and so the correct answer should be fuzzing. Interesting. Let's jump right back to where we left off, which was finishing Domain 1 review practice questions. Let's get into Domain 1.5, see where we're at, and explain the importance of efficiency and processes improvement in security operations. Let's get right into it. First question. A security operations center manager is working to define the playbooks for a new security orchestration, automation, and response, and wants to check URLs against VirusTotal automatically. What is an efficient and cost-effective way to automate this function? A, with a webhook, B, with a single pane of glass, C, with a plugin, D, with an API, or you don't know yet. Put what you think the best answer is in chat, and we will discuss. So we work for a SOC, we're a SOC manager, and I wanted to find the playbooks for our new SOAR tool. We wanted to check URLs automatically against VirusTotal. What is an efficient and a cost-effective way to automate this function? Is it A, to implement a webhook, B, to implement a single pane of glass, D, to implement a plugin, or implement an API? Those are your options. What do you think? I'm leaning towards plugin or API. I'm going to go with plugin. It's either going to be plugin or API. It was probably API. All right, moving on. A cybersecurity team is planning to implement automation in their security operations center. Implement automation in their security operations center. Which aspects should they focus on to ensure they can detect and respond to threats quickly? A, evaluate the benefits of automation. B, identify high-risk areas. C, consider the frequency of tasks. Or D, evaluate time to detection. What's the question asking us is the first thing you want to look at, so let's reread it. A cybersecurity team is planning to implement automation in their security operations center. Which aspect should they focus on to ensure they can detect and respond? So that's our goal. What solution to threats quickly? Do you want to evaluate the benefits of automation? Do we want to identify high-risk areas? Do we want to consider the frequency of tasks? Or do we want to evaluate time to detection? I would think E, we want to evaluate, or A, B, C, D. I know the alphabet. I would think we'd want to evaluate time to detection. Detect quickly. How long does it take? Or do we want to identify high-risk areas? What do we think? Eric McClelland, welcome to the party, pal, is going with D, evaluate time to detection. That's what I would think. It's either going to be B, identify high-risk areas so that we know. But this is asking us which aspect should we focus on to ensure that we can detect and respond to threats quickly. Well, if our time to detection is low, then we can't respond to them quickly, can we? So I'm going to go with D. Yay! A company's SOC wants to minimize human engagement in its response process. Which of the following techniques can help achieve this goal? And we can select the two best options. Improving team coordination and communication. Use a SOAR, implement a SIM, or finally, regular security awareness training for employees. We want to minimize human involvement. If we want to minimize human engagement, it wouldn't make sense to have regular security awareness training for employees. And improving team coordination and communication would increase human engagement. We do know that SOAR and SIM work together to help correlate data from various log sources and then create and orchestrate automated response based on playbooks and various other detections, various other playbooks, runbooks that you have put in. So I would go with SOAR and SIM. We can select two. And so those are the two I'm going to go with, and I'm going to send it. And if I'm wrong, well, if you don't know, now you know. I guess it's supposed to be rain behind us, but we've discovered that it just sounds like nonsense. Let's get rid of that. Next question. Did I lose everybody? Something's up with the World Wide Web. I feel like the internet's being extra internety today. All right, moving on, next question. Each time a specific event occurs, a security architect wants to update a database with standard information generated by the alert. What is an effective automation mechanism to accomplish this goal? A, webhooks, B, plugins, D, data enrichment, or C, team coordination. Cool, Eric, that helps. Each time a specific event occurs, a security architect wants to update a database with standard information generated by the alert. What is an effective automated mechanism to accomplish this goal? Is it team coordination? Is it data enrichment? Is it plugins? Or is it webhooks? Data enrichment and team coordination, to me, don't have really anything to do with the automated part, so I'm going to take those two off. Webhooks and plugins could have impacts to both of those. Need some sugar. What do you think, team? I think plugins on this one. Right. Eric, and that's one of the issues with kind of coming into these what's supposed to be vendor agnostic exams, is that sometimes there's a specific protocol, mechanism, appliance, whatever word you want to use, that is specific to a brand or vendor. that operates differently, that responds differently. And the CompTIA series of exams are all vendor agnostic. So they test you on general concepts, not specific standards or procedures when it comes to brands. I'm going to go with plugins. Or is it going to be a webhook? Data enrichment. We want to update a database, data enrichment. I'm going to send it with C, data enrichment. We're wrong. It's either going to be plugins or webhooks because those have more to do with automation. That's all right. Moving on to our next question. A cybersecurity team for a new manufacturing company is looking for a solution to consolidate their security monitoring tools into a simplified interface due to a large amount of data they need to review. Which term best describes this approach? A, data enrichment, B, threat feed combination, C, essential strategy, or D, single pane of glass. Yo, Pirate Kitty, what up? Welcome to the party, pal. Let's go. It's a Monday. I got a case of the Mondays. The cybersecurity team, okay. So basically they're asking us, we've got a bunch of different tools that we want to use. We probably have multiple dashboards, multiple widgets, multiple portals that we have to deal with. I don't want to do that. I want a simplified interface, just a single interface that my employees can interact with. Doesn't have anything to do with data enrichment. Has nothing to do with a threat feed combination, which is, I see what they're doing there. Essential strategy, I've never heard of that. But a single pane of glass is exactly what describes what they're going for. They want a simplified interface that people can just do what they need to do without using various applications, portals, login, landing pages, you name it, right? So they're looking for a single pane of glass for their solution. Let's send it. Yay, we got one. A company wants to implement a method of integrating third-party applications with their system. They want to automate the process of receiving real-time updates from external systems without having to pull them. Which technology would best fit their needs? Question to the last one was D, but I don't remember what the word was. My brain is beyond cooked already. That's all right, though. We got a little coffee. We got a Celsius here, grape. I found this grape one, which is a banger. It tastes like grape-flavored purple NOS, but without all the sugar, which makes my teeth hurt. APIs, I believe the correct answer, and Eric is getting to it in chat, is APIs, application programming interfaces. That's why we want to integrate and ingest third-party information. Oh, wow. Okay, then I guess it was probably plugins. We were wrong on that one, Eric, and that's okay. It's good to be wrong. That's how you learn. A cybersecurity team is in the process of correlating threat data from network logs, endpoints, and intelligence feeds. Which of the following best describe the actions they are taking? Preemptive actions, data enrichment, threat feed combination, or essential strategy? Cybersecurity is about showing up consistently. I appreciate you being here. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate you being here as well. Let's go. A cybersecurity team is in the process of correlating threat data from network logs, endpoints, and intelligence feeds. Which of the following best describes the actions they're taking? Preemptive actions, B, data enrichment, C, a threat feed combination, or D, essential strategy? What do we think? feel like we're doing data enrichment. I know threat feed, but this just has one thing, which is the intelligence feeds. I don't really consider a threat feed network logs a threat feed. You guys might be right, and we'll find out when we do review. I'm going to go with data enrichment because I feel like that's what we're doing. You guys are probably right. It's probably a threat. All right, class, you were probably right. It's in a threat feed combination. Should have listened to you, class. I stand corrected. Moving on. Which of the following are reasons a security operations center manager might consider implementing a security orchestration, automation, and response solution? And we can select two from here. Is it because it helps identifies analyst threat hunting, identifies a high volume of false positives in a SIM, identifies a honeypot, or notices analysts performing a high volume of mundane tasks to clear SIM alerts? Which of the reasons that we okay, so we're a manager, and what do we identify on our team? Do we identify analysts threat hunting? Do I identify a lot of false positives in our SIM? Do I identify honeypot? Or do we identify analysts performing a high volume of mundane tasks to clear SIM alerts? And we can pick two of these. Well, I know that we do D. We're always noticing our alerts doing the same thing over and over again, which would be a reason I'd want to implement a source solution. And we identify a high amount of false positives. We identify analyst threat hunting versus the orchestration and automation response part. Is it these two? If we identify a high volume of false positives in the SIM, wouldn't that just mean we need to work on our detection? Doesn't necessarily mean that. I'm going with A and D. I'm going to send it with confidence. And we're incorrect. B and D. I don't remember which one we went with. All right, team. We're going to review these tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. This is a little bit of a shorter Monday stream. I gotta get back to work. I also have to run my sweet dear grandma, who doesn't even know that we're on YouTube. Probably has never watched a YouTube video. I love you, grandma. For some reason, you're online. I gotta run her to the store, and I would like to do that earlier in the day versus later. So I'm gonna run, take care of some family business. I hope you take care of you, yourself, yours, and yourselves, and all of you. And be like this guy if you're having a bad day, right? This is called Flip Man. I liberated this from a fellow employee's desk. And he hangs over my monitor here and reminds me that if you're having a bad day, to be like Flipman, that at some point in time, things might flip around. Now I'm being cheeky, but on a serious note, hey, join us tomorrow around the same time, around noon for me out here in the mountains on the west, or I'm sorry, on the Western Mountain Time. Eastern Time, we meet around 2 p.m. and we study CISA Plus questions. And then you can catch myself and Tech Ricky every Friday for a longer format stream where we do a little bit of a deeper dive into the questions. I got to run, but until next time, take care of each other and stay secure, and we'll